Welcome back to my static life. We're on the road today and we're going on a little road trip to Tattersall Lakes. It's about an hour and a half from where I live, and I'm going on a road trip with my son, so he's the driver today, and we're going over there. Now I've had a quick look on the website and it is a big site. I remember going on holiday there myself a few years ago. It is really big. There's a lot of things you can do there. From jet skiing to mini golf to fishing, they've got a lot there, so it'll be interesting to see what the site looks like from when I last went. However, I did have a quick nosy at the prices of the caravans and the lodges, and they're a lot more money than I'm used to seeing for the same caravan. I guess you really do pay a premium when you're on a premium site. And it's the start of a new season. However, I'm not actually down at my local site today. I'm actually, in fact, at Tattersall Lakes. It's a country park, it's a big park, and we've come down here to see a few caravans. Now we're starting off with one of the cheapest caravans for sale. This is an Abbey Horizon. It's a 2010 model and it's up for sale for $24,995. So let's have a flip round and have a look what we're dealing with. So as you can see, nearly walked into someone then. So as we can see, it's on a nice plot. It's got its own driveway. There's space at the side of it, and for an old caravan this is in a lovely location. So let's go in and have a look. Now, stupid me, I'd already recorded part of this and then realised I'd not actually been recorded. But what I can tell you is it's 2 bedroomed, 2010, and it's on the market for $24,995. Now as we come in, you'll notice we've got this grey effect. There's a grey flooring, like a grey wood flooring. The walls and the doors are grey. I suspect that they're not original. Now, on the right hand side, we have a cooker in the middle, shelving units either side of the cooker, ideal for storing pots, pans, plates. However, it'd be better, wouldn't it, if there were a door on it so it hides it a little bit. We've then got these tiles on the back there. They look okay, they're not too bad. Got a little bit of storage above the cooker, no extractor fan obviously. Then we turn round. You'll have to excuse the mess that I've made there as I've just put my stuff there and my son's cap is there. We've got a little fridge freezer. It's clean, it's fresh, it does the job. Then above it we've got a lot of space where you can install a microwave. We've got cupboard outside for storage. Got more cupboards beneath the sink, so there's a fair bit of storage knocking about, which is needed, you know, for all your pots, pans, tins of beans, that sort of thing. We've got a little blind here, plasticky, and we've got double glazing windows. Now, if we come round, I'm going to show you the living room. Right, so let's do a full pan around so you can see the living room and you can see the dining room or the dining area. Now, scanning back round, we've got this nice big blue corner sofa, and it is big, bit of an old school radiator attached there. That's like an electric radiator, so let's presume there's no gas heating in here. But we've got this nice big sofa, so there's plenty of space for all the family. Big bay windows, so you're going to get a lot of natural light. As you can see right now, it's really lightening up the room. We've got this weird wooden pelmet. Presumably, yeah, at some point there were curtains under there. You can see where a curtain pole were attached. Not sure what this is all about. Maybe the whole thing were once covered in this, I don't know, I don't like it. And then we've got a plastic blinds from Blinds to Go, that's what they're from. We get blinds from there. And then if we sit down, You'll see the TV entertainment area. We've got a gas fire. It's very much 1990s, like late 1980s, early 90s gas fire. Remember the days where you put a bar on, get it nice and toasty with 2 bars maybe? You know, it's fine. Not that cosy. Got very retro vibes about it, that fireplace, hasn't it? Right, let's take a closer inspection. I mean, the TV area itself is big. We've got a storage unit there. There's a little coffee table at the side. I don't know if that's can move. Nope, that's actually stuck in there and part of the unit. And then, presumably, that's where the pipes for the gas are. Got a couple of shelves for your knickknacks and your tat. And then we're going on to another little cupboard for storage. And then if you look, the previous owners have installed a little double plug socket with USB, which means as you sit there on these nice blue seats, you can charge your phone. You know what? I don't think these blue seats nor the colour of this is original. If you have a look, I think somebody's done this up a little bit, because they're not the original seat covers, I don't think. And likewise, I don't think that grey is original. But they've gone for this grey-blue look, very beach, very modern. Let's have a look at this wall, because I don't think this wall were originally this colour. And no, look, you can see there, where that screw is, the wall has been painted, and they've painted the screw as well. And if we look round, you can see what I mean now, you can feel it. They've gone for this grey-blue look throughout the van. Now, I've got my hoodie hung up there, I better not forget about that. Like I said before, you've got this blue flooring, blue walls, and these like grey-blue, well, I say blue, it's like a grey-bluey colour. So they're going for this grey-blue effect, if you like. Now, if we come into the bathroom, this is back where I was when I realised I wasn't even recording. So, let's have a look. We've got this, the same floor follows through from the hallway. And then we come in, and wow, honestly, they have done some updating in here. It might be a 2010 van, but it feels like a van from 2025. Look at that shower head. We've got full rainforest shower head, another shower head for getting your body. We've got these nice big grey silver tiles on the back wall rather than the boring white. We've got a nice big glass panel. That is quite an impressive shower. A shower that you'd expect to see in a luxury static caravan. Not only that, we've got this nice big black mirror where you brush your teeth, and behind we've got a nice large what do you call it? Towel radiator. How can I forget that? Idiot. And again, it looks like they've replaced the light as well, because look at the size of that. Amazing. So let's see what the bedrooms hold. Are they holding any secrets? There's quite a lot of doors, right? So first off, we come in here. Old Morco boiler. Pretty standard. But you know, there's a bit of storage in there. You could get a sweeping brush in. And again, you can see that it's all being painted. We come into, it's a 3-bedroomed caravan this. We come into the first of the children's bedrooms. Apparently we've got a little ladybird that's joined us. Very nice. So, fairly standard. It looks like the walls in here have also been painted to follow through what they've been doing with the rest of the caravan. It definitely gives it a bit more of a fresher vibe. But other than that, it's a fairly standard little twin room. Nothing exciting. So we come out, and then we've got another door here, and we've got an extra little bathroom. Again, the walls have been painted grey. It's freshened it up. It makes it look a lot more modern. Very nice. Not a lot you can say about that. We come out, there's a little bit of damage. Is that? No, it's not damage. My mistake. It was just the way I was looking at the camera angle. We come into the second twin bedroom. This might be for somebody who's a little bit older maybe, because they've got a little bit of artwork on the walls. And again, they freshened it up with that same, by painting the walls, leaving white strips and just focusing on the walls. It looks well. It's not a great deal I can show you in here. Then moving on to the master bedroom. And obviously you're not going to get a lot in a bedroom, are you, when it's a free bed. But there you go, we've got a big master bed in the middle. We've got a wooden headboard. Those who've watched this knows I'm not a fan of wooden headboards, because if you enjoy a coffee in the morning, your head's kind of resting against wood, then yeah, it doesn't feel particularly great. And then you've got this wardrobe at one end of the bedroom and a little mirror. There's not really any shelving or anywhere for women to do the hair and makeup. Don't know if there's many. Oh, there is a little plug at the side of the bed, just so you can plug in a lamp, but you might want to put a double adapter on there in order to be able to charge your phone while you sleep. Nice little painting on the wall. And in the wardrobe we've got a lot of space. Right, so let's just take another quick tour back into the living room and we'll talk about the price and pitch fee. So coming back in, I'm just going to grab my notepad and then I'm going to flip the camera around. This is an old Caravan. It's a 2010 model. So it's 16 years old, but it's had a lot done to it. It's been freshened up and I quite like it. It's nice, it's tidy, it's clean and fresh. The price isn't bad, is it? $24,995, I believe the salesman said. $24,995, and this is a 12-month season and you're on a decent pitch. Not only have you got a driveway, from the window you can see the lake, so that's quite nice. I have to warn you though that the pitch fee starts on this site at £6,798, and that's for one that's not on a lake. Obviously this isn't. And also, if you want a 12-month season rather than a 10-month season, it's roughly an extra £200. Now, so a couple of things there. The first thing is I'd be reluctant to be paying pitch fees of nearly £7,000, especially when we know they go up based on interest. The only reason I might pay that much money is because there is a lot to do on this site. It is vast. There's a lot of lakes. Like I said before, there's jet skiing. There's I think they said 7 fishing lakes. So there's 5 fishing lakes. Then there is jet ski lakes, and then like I said, there's loads of stuff. There's spas, there's restaurants, there's everything you could want. But is it really worth paying nearly £7,000 a year? I'm not so sure. But the price of the Caravan, I do like. It might be old, but it's quite classy. Whoever had this Caravan, they clearly loved it and they put quite a bit of effort into it. Anyway, that's all for me. Now let's get on to the next Caravan. So I'll see you down the club.